I'm Susan Ashbrook and you're watching Equine VIP. We have a great surprise for you today. We're going to be meeting the famous racehorse trainer John Shirreffs and a true equine VIP, Zenyatta. I'm so excited for you to meet them. Let's go get started now. So John, let's talk about your start, because you don't get from A to Zenyatta overnight.
Right.
How did it start for you to be a trainer?
You know, I never planned on being a trainer.
Really?
No, it's just funny, along the way you make little decisions in your life and it leads you somewhere. So I was fortunate enough when I grew up, my father liked horses, so I had some experience around horses when I was younger. And then I never really thought about it until an opportunity came up later, and I just was riding. Basically, I was riding a horse across a bog, right? And it looked like it was going to get stuck in the mud. But I rode him out, and just, I don't know why, Henry Freitas, who was the manager of the Loma Rica Ranch, was standing there, and it was close to breaking season. He said, "John, you want to have a job breaking horses?" And I wasn't doing anything. I was looking for work. I said, "Sure, why not?"
It's tough work, okay? Let's talk about Zenyatta. Now, I heard she wasn't pretty when you first saw her. And what was it about her that said winner to you?
Well, you know, she had what a lot of horses get occasionally is a ringworm. She had ringworm.
Yeah.
So her coat was really blotchy and it didn't look very attractive. But you could see that that her frame and her physical appearance was, she had a very strong physical appearance. She had a great frame, good scope, legs were put on correctly. So she showed like she would have a possibility of a lot of potential.
Tell me about the Mosses and yourself have made her very accessible to her fans. And that's got to have helped racehorsing. You've got new fans now, right?
Yeah. We're very fortunate because Zenyatta loves people.
Yes, she does.
So
yes.
she allows it to happen. So, you know, really fortunate that way. And, you know, I just have this really special feeling for thoroughbreds. You know, they're just such a special animal. I always tell people that, you know, a thoroughbred is different than any other horse. A thoroughbred just is waiting for you to ask it something. You know, it's waiting to give you something. If you can communicate it to a thoroughbred horse, he will do it. You know, so I just tell you what, I used to the writing stuff.
Yeah. That's great.
I think that somebody who sees, you know, racehorse doesn't really understand what a thoroughbred is. So I thought it was Zenyatta, who was so kind and gentle, is a perfect horse for somebody to get up close to.
Yeah.
Because when you get up close to her, you know, you begin to feel the strength and the aura she has, right? You know, when you get up really close to her, you can just see her with her ears like that, you know, and you feel that, you know, that inner being that she has, and I think that's exciting. That's why I always, you know, say, come out and see her.
Now, John, you have quite a list of accomplishments. Are there any that stand out for you personally?
You know, I've really been blessed and fortunate, but for me, obviously, was the Breeders' Cup win at Santa Anita.
This is unbelievable! Zenyatta! What a performance! One will never... What a great afternoon that was. All the anticipation and all the fans, you know. It was like a real friendly arena, like when you're playing in your home court. So many questions that were going to be answered that afternoon. You know, it was against the boys. Everybody doubted her ability against the boys. So it was her first time going a mile and a quarter. Nobody knew if she could go a mile and a quarter up until the race. And walking over with Zenyatta and all the people cheering and all the emotions, you just feel the emotion just starting to build and build. And then during the race, in the beginning of the race, she had a little trouble, and then, you know, it just things seemed to build, and when she won and the crowd went wild, I just felt like I was going to burst. You know, it was just a great moment.
The Lanes End Farm in Lexington, Kentucky. It's a beautiful farm, and we're really happy about that. And, you know, Mr. Moss and Mrs. Moss and my wife Dottie will sit down and figure out what stallion she'll be bred to, and she'll go off to her other career.
Exciting times for her.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much, John, for being an Equine VIP.